My queen. I have failed you. My life must be forfeit.
And what good would that do? Will it wake my son? Will it change the truth of his folly and yours? And yours! All of you who knew what Jacaerys had done and stood by. Are your lives too not forfeit? Have you not betrayed your queen?
Welcome to the Unreal Hour.
Hi there, welcome back. I'm Fiona.
And I'm Emma.
This is episode 28 of A Cast of Ice and Fire. Certainly racking up those numbers now. We are covering episode 2 of season 3 of House of the Dragon. The episode was called Queen's Landing, directed by Claire Kilner and written by Sarah Hess.
What a dream team.
Absolutely. I like this pair up.
Yeah.
I do. There's just something extra when it's this director. And Sarah Hess, I personally love her writing style. It's very poetic, right? She's very, she knows a lot of words and how to put them together in a sentence.
Yeah, for sure.
Very well. She gets that emotion across. So anyway, coming up in today's episode, we'll be looking at a frankly Oscar-worthy performance by Emma Darcy, or Emmy-worthy. We'll be diving into the Velaryon trauma bonding and the rogue princess, Rhaenyra Targaryen.
We're also covering the comedy duo we never knew we wanted and are absolutely here for Larys and Aegon, and stick around for an action-packed dragon section and some fun facts.
Yes. Can't wait to get stuck into it, so let's do that. Overall thoughts? What did you think?
Brilliant episode. I think I
Really
say that
loved
every
it.
time.
Yeah, but I thought brilliant episode last week, and then I thought, no, this was better.
This was better, but in a different way.
Yes, characterization was on point.
This was everything that we don't get in the book.
Yes, you just speculate about it's the detail.
And I'm happy with the changes.
I'm on board
I'm here
at
for
this
it.
point. I've been thinking about this a lot. And yeah, we should definitely make a drinking game out of all the times I say in the book. And I'm probably not going to stop doing that. But I'm not judging it on how faithful an adaptation it is. I'm judging it for what it is on its own as an adaptation, not how faithful an adaptation is. So they're going to change things. And as long as they change them well, I'm here for that.
I feel like it's a historical fiction about a historical fiction.
Yeah, I can vibe with that, definitely. But I'm here for it. I'm judging this episode for what it is, for the plot lines, for what they are, etc. And I thought it was a great episode, well executed. I'm giving it a 9.5. You want to put a number on it?
Oh, I'm trying to remember what I gave last week's episode. I think it was a 9.
I think it was. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm happy to go with the crowd and go 9.5.
Yeah, cool. I like it. We'll get into why it lost that 0.5 later on, but I mostly only have good things to say. One thing I would like to highlight early on is how many classic Daemon smirks we got throughout this episode. I just want to highlight them all now so I don't have to mention them in every scene.
Cool.
And they were brilliant. They were all over the place. He was smirking at the violence. He was smirking at the song lyrics. He was smirking at Rhaenyra and Miss Arya. That was.
He was smirking at, what's she called? Witchy lady?
Alice Rivers.
Yeah.
He was smirking at Alice. Yeah.
He was smirking at Simon Strong. Even in the most grievous news.
Yeah. And boy, was he smirking at Otto.
He actually let out a wee giggle.
But we'll get to that. What shall we talk about first then? Do you want to go first? Do you want to go with your pick of the episode?
Yeah, so let's go with Rhaenyra's grief journey.
Jacey's homecoming.
Yeah. I mean, it was absolutely heartbreaking. I cried both times I watched it.
Me too.
The first time quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, the first time quite a lot. Second time kind of caught me by surprise. I was just watching, and then Emma did their thing, and I went, oh, I'm away again.
Yeah. Yeah, you just can't keep it away, can you?
Yeah.
And it is absolutely heartbreaking, but I think what I loved is that we see Rhaenyra moving through stages of grief across the entire episode, actually. Yeah. But particularly Jace's homecoming, there's shock.
Yeah.
She's just, she can't quite process what's happening. And she even lowers her voice and she's like, what have you done? Mm-hmm. I'm like that. I'm not mad. Just
Mum tone.
Yeah. Just sit up and tell me you're okay.
But you can hear the fear in it too.
Yeah. And then she's mad at him. Mm-hmm. She's horrified that he's dead. She's like, oh, and then she turns on everyone else. And she's just, but it's like she's bargaining.
Yeah, it's like...
have you not betrayed your queen? Like, if you guys hadn't done this, maybe he would still be here. Like, wow. And then I think by the time we get to later on, when Daemon comes to Dragonstone, she's in complete depression by then.
Yeah. I've got one wee clip of that bit.
How could you? How could you do this? How could you do this to me? You answer me.
Oh, it's so heartbreaking. Yeah, she really got me. She's... the disbelief, and she's just so distraught. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that someone can just make you feel like that.
The integrity and the performance.
Yes. The fourth wall is completely up at this point. I am immersed. I am there. I am I'm feeling everything right along with her. It's not one of these moments where I'm analysing what's going on. I'm just hit right in the feels.
First time, yeah. Second time, I was absolutely analysing
and
watching the stages of grief, and I thought, oh, clever. I wondered if they've used that structure. I wondered if she's touched on that structure as Rhaenyra.
Yes, I'd like to hear a wee interview from her on this.
I wondered if they touched on that structure.
Yeah. There's part of me that wants to just put it out there that, like, when you're jumping around from Rhaenyra to Emma, that the lines get blurred sometimes and we get a bit confused. I'm always out there to just respect that Emma prefers they, them pronouns, but sometimes I will slip when we're saying Emma or Rhaenyra, and it's only because we use she for Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
So apologies if I do it again. So what were we saying?
The integrity in their performance.
That's right. I felt every bit of it. It was very, very well executed. And then, of course, you mentioned the scene later on in the bed.
Yeah.
When Rhaenyra's broken down. I also clipped that.
Oh, cool.
I'd like to hear that.
But there is first more pressing business.
No, I have no stomach for it.
Vhagar has left King's Landing.
And at this point, she's just lying with her back to him, eyes shut, not responding.
The boys who clung to me, who hid their little faces in my skirts, dead, so that I may sit upon a throne of swords.
Do you know what's very interesting about this? I hear Viserys in her. In her tone.
Let them die in vain.
There's just something about the tone of voice and the the whole delivery of it seemed very Viserys.
The weight.
Um,
The weight of what's expected of them. The cost.
I think it's maybe just either coincidence or really good acting, but I would absolutely believe that they are father and daughter, and that she has been brought up by him, and that when she is in a stage of complete grief, and that's the time when you're really yourself, there's no masks up, there's no hiding. She sounded very like Viserys in his times when he was very unwell and there was no kingly masks for him. It was a really similar tone to the voice and the natural pauses, and the whole thing sounded very like him.
See what you mean.
Just makes it feel more real. It's so
it does,
cool
when you can see some of a character in another that's a relative.
Yeah.
It does. It just
It's powerful.
makes the world. Yes. More on Eamon and Damon later. So yeah, the High Valyrian from that scene, he says, I saw it, Rhaenyra, at Harrenhal. The darkness in the north, the song of ice and fire. I saw a girl with silver hair in a desert far away, and there were dragons at her breast.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Danny. Rhaenyra says, I'm so tired. He says, but if it is real, what my brother told you, if it were true, what then would you do? And that's what gets her out of bed.
Yeah, she opens her eyes then, doesn't she?
She does. So overall, Emma just smashed it.
Out the park, yeah.
Out of the park. And I think, I can't remember if I said it in the podcast last week or if I just said it to a friend, or maybe you, I don't know. I didn't feel like the Jace thing hit as hard as I thought it was going to. And when it didn't, I thought, no, they're going to give that Emma's going to do that for us. Yeah. Emma's going to make us feel it. Right? We didn't really feel it there. I think I felt sadder about the dragon. I'm not going to lie. No, they were equal. But yeah, I felt like because we missed out parts of Jace's story, like in the north, and him forming friendships and relationships out with his family and stuff like that. I think that maybe we didn't get the chance to know Jace as well as we could have, and so therefore when he's taken away from us, especially so early in a season after a 2-year break, it was hard to hit because he was kind of just being a bit whiny earlier on. That, you know what I mean? I think they failed to make us connect with him right before we lost him. That is no shade on Harry. Harry did a great job with his role. He was absolutely brilliant. In the behind the scenes, he was lying there through all those scenes with Rhaenyra's meltdown, and he said that it is so hard to lie there with your eyes closed and not fall asleep. So at one point he jolted awake. He said he thinks he woke himself up with his own snoring and realised the cameras were rolling and stuff. So he was like, stay awake, but you couldn't open his eyes to proper wake himself up. He had to keep his eyes shut going, stay awake. It was just a rehearsal, but they were kind of filming it at the same time. So it was that was quite difficult for him. So much respect to Harry for lying there doing absolutely nothing.
I wonder if, so in an interview with Harry, he had said Phil Daniels, who's the maester.
Yeah, Phil's awesome.
So what Phil Daniels does is, and has been doing when they've been filming, is he just farts and makes a face, and it used to make Harry laugh so much.
Oh, that's so funny.
He'd just come in and drop one.
That's so Phil.
So when he comes in and he does that shocked face because Prince Jaehaerys is dead, right? And I immediately thought, I wonder if Phil did a fart.
I'm never going to look at Phil the same way.
Rewatch that scene and then think, I wonder if he pumped.
You did this a couple of weeks ago as well with a pumping. You like a good fart joke.
I do. If you're not laughing at farts, then that's it. There's something wrong.
Fair enough.
See someone.
You might have a blockage.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So, any more thoughts on that scene?
Let me think. Oh, just when they first bring in the body and the Dragon Keepers are carrying him in, and Sir Lawrence says to Bella, the battle. She just looks on, 'tis won. 'Tis won.
At what cost?
At what cost, indeed. But yeah, that was really moving. Just the slow walk, and it was the start of the feels. The wee tingles started, and then from Rhaenyra's first entering the room onwards, it was just a tear fest.
The roly-poly bit at the start of carrying him in made me go, what?
What, the way they got him off the dragon?
Yeah.
It was a bit awkward, wasn't it? It was a bit awkward.
It was a bit unceremonious, wasn't it?
Yes. They made up for it in the seconds that followed.
They did.
But it was a bit rough. Considering it wasn't a real dragon, it was computer generated. It was all right. But no, I'm happy to call it there unless you have any other notes.
No, that's me done.
Okay. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was Valyrian trauma bonding. Because that's what that was.
Yeah.
That totally was. So first of all, you've got the high tide clean-up party, and then you've got soldiers coming in at high tide, clearing out all the triarchy that are there, left over for sacking Corlys's home. Alan searching for Corlys. Father! No, it wasn't. It was Lord Corlys, wasn't it? Oh, I wanted it to be father. I just wanted it so much. I was trying to manifest. Of course, Bella and Adam circling above, and eventually Adam finds them. But I just thought this scene was just so lovely on so many levels. There was like little bits of bonding going on. I mean, a lot of people were like, come on, Bella, Jace isn't even cold yet.
Oh, I don't think that's what that was.
That's not what was happening there. That was just, that was family stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if when spoiler alert, people, this is a spoiler stream. We will talk about spoilers from Fire and Blood. But as we know, Ryan isn't doing Fire and Blood. So who knows what could happen. This may not be a spoiler after all, but there's a destined marriage on the horizons for those two. Whether it is a marriage of political arrangement or whether it's love, we don't know.
Yeah.
But either way, it's cool. They seem to like each other, so it can't be a bad thing. But yeah, I really just wanted to highlight this little moment where apart from Joffrey, they're the last of the Valyrians, aren't they? Well, in name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the clip here, so let's hear a wee bit.
If this be victory, I hope I never see another.
That's straight out the books. Very iconic line. They're just looking at the destruction, the smoke, and on the beach around them as well.
Alan, I have nothing to give you now, but my name.
Brilliant. I thought you were dead.
And it helps him up here.
And yet, I count that of more worth than a mountain of gold.
Oh, that's just a nice moment. That's nice and wholesome. We don't get wholesome much in House of the Dragon.
No.
I loved before when Adam finds him, when he's circling above and the camera zooms in on Corlys, and he's like kind of unconscious but clinging desperately to this rock. It's just like, you've been here before, big man, eh?
Yeah.
You've been fished at the sea a few times, haven't you?
You know the drill, Corlys.
Oh dear. If this be victory, I hope I never see another. Fantastic, lovely scene, lovely bonding between all of them. I also liked the scene between Bella and Alan when Bella was kind of trying to explain Corlys to him.
Yeah, and I thought, oh, no. Back up, abort. Don't mention the wife.
Yeah.
And how much he loved her. Like, I
But
get
she
that
did it
she's
in a
just
good
trying
way.
to explain, but his face was like, I am not here for that. I'm not receiving that.
Yeah.
Until it was like, oh, well, he's stiff of neck. And
Yeah.
then he laughed and he's like, yeah, I know that side of him.
Yeah.
And they both were like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we both know that guy.
Yeah, we know that guy. But there's another guy Bella's trying to tell him.
Yeah.
And it's that good guy in him. It's that guy that really loved his wife and respected her that made him do what he did to them.
Well, he didn't need to disrespect her twice. So I'm kind of more with Alan.
And also, even Rhaenys herself was like, are you just going to keep ignoring them?
Yeah.
Rhaenys is like, we all know what happened. Just deal with it.
Yeah.
He's not a man that talks about his feelings well, though, is he?
No.
But I also, on another note, would like to highlight how the whole thing was a juxtaposition of Ulf. And how Ulf is like, for Adam, becoming a dragon rider has just been... It's been kind of great for him. He's been now welcomed into this family.
As a family, yeah.
Yeah, and Ulf just wants the same.
What did Ulf get? A slap?
He got a backhander, right? He got an absolute stonker of a blackhander.
And
a backhander.
And poked in the forehead. Oh,
I know.
I don't know what's worse.
It was very humiliating, the scene. And yeah, I mean, it's like he did it with Jace last season. Jace walked in and he's like, the Prince of Dragonstone, and gives him a big hug, and everyone were thinking, we're family now, right? And then he just tried to, did you see him try to do it with Daemon? When Daemon walked in there, the arms went up like he was going, he's like,
The rogue prince has returned.
Yeah,
oh, shit, don't do that.
and there was, the arms went as if he was going to try and hug him, and then something in him just went, abort. Like...
Yeah, self-preservation.
Yeah.
He's got bags of it.
And that was just a look.
Yeah.
And that was just a look. So I like the juxtaposition. Hugh's just kind of hanging about doing his own thing, being an enigma.
He's observing, isn't he?
He is observing. He's taking it all in. But for who we know to be future defectors, a few more scenes like that with Daemon, and you can start to see why they might not maybe be as invested in the Blacks' future as they would hope they would be. So yeah, it was a rough scene. It was kind of funny, but yeah, there's a definite sense of Ulf just wanting to belong. You remember the scene from last season when he was talking about his lineage, I think he says he believes that he's Daemon's uncle.
Yeah, he thinks he's Viserys' brother.
No, uncle. Viserys and Daemon's uncle. No, brother. He thinks he's their half-brother.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah.
yes. Absolutely. He thinks he's their half-brother. So he's like, my bro. My long-lost bro. No. No.
Which is quite unlikely.
It is unlikely. I mean, it's not Baelor.
Baelor and...
It's not Baelor, it's...
Balon.
Balon.
Yes.
That's right. Balon and...
Alyssa.
Balon and Alyssa. Go, Emma.
Look at me go.
And your family tree. Fabulous. So yeah, Balon and Alyssa were totally
They were tight.
in love.
Yeah.
They were in love for they were kids. They were like, we're getting married. That's it.
So was Corlys, though. So, however, I find it unlikely. Maybe.
Actually, I just thought of a funny connection here where since we're talking about Balon and Alyssa, I'm flashing back to Sarah Targaryen getting caught out for the hanky-panky games that her and her friends had been playing, and one of her excuses were, Balon and Alyssa kiss all the time. So yeah, that's shout out to Hugh's mother, Sarah Targaryen.
Wouldn't it be cool if she was also Ulf's mother?
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe. One does wonder where Ulf's dragon blood does come from, though, because I find it hard to believe that it's Balon and Alyssa.
Yeah.
But we can only speculate. The show have at least given us a backstory for Hugh. Okay, so did you have any other thoughts on the Valarians?
No.
Okay, that means you're up. What you got next?
Next, I've got the comedy duo that we didn't know we wanted.
No, that was the first thought that came into my head. I was like, oh my God, I never knew I wanted this so much.
They are so hilarious.
They really are. It was like, have I stepped into a sitcom? Are you sure this is House of the Dragon?
So great.
Shall we hear the scene?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
You seem to be in less pain.
No, I'm not.
You no longer ask for milk of the
That's
puppy.
because I'm not fucking speaking to you.
You're still furious that I saved your life.
You betrayed my identity to our captors.
You needlessly antagonized Your Grace. They were going to murder you. You are at least now headed in the right direction towards the coast.
Yeah, and what happens when we get there? When we're dragged before Rhaenyra and a gloating fucking quarter cunt. What is it?
It's getting a bit hairy out there.
What is it?
I can see only the road behind us, but shouldn't be surprised if there's...
Skoros Vaironisha.
I was mistaken, I am surprised. That peacock, Tywin Lannister, has actually convinced the Triarchy to come into it against Rhaenyra. It doesn't seem to have gone very well.
The whole thing is pure comedy gold. It is so good.
That's really wonderful. It's so funny.
Oh, wow. I just love it so much. Yeah, I've noticed.
I do. I think that Larys genuinely looks like a man who's adopted a really chaotic child.
Yes.
He's just so exasperated by him. And he's kind of like, Your Grace. It's like, you're such a pain in the arse. Well, here we are. He's like...
You can just tell he's been huffing since they were captured. Because I'm not speaking to you.
I'm not fucking speaking to you. It's so bloody funny. And then another bit that I liked, that I thought, oh, we are seeing a different side of Aegon.
Yeah.
Because he has been so wimpy and so shiftless and so shit and petulant.
Yeah.
And then he gets out of that wagon and he gets that arrow tip and he is on top of that guy, stabbing the life out of him, taking all his rage out on this guy.
And he's obviously still quite sore, because you could tell the way he came down the ladder.
I thought
down the steps.
You're overcoming now. And you're like, and you can see that Larys is like, oh, fuck, he's going to be like harder to deal with.
Rage fumes.
Yeah, and he's like, nope, that's it. I mean, where's he heading to?
Rook's Rest now.
I'm heading to Rook's Rest. He's like, oh my God, I really feel that Duskendale would be a better option. There's a lot of war that way. You know, it's a long, hard road. And Aegon's like, nope, Kristen Cole's back there. We're going. Oh, for fuck's sake. You just see Larys going, oh, for fuck's sake.
He's not going for Kristen Cole. He's going for Sunfire. We've seen it in the promo. It's not a spoiler. He's totally going for Sunfire. I saw footage of him hugging his dragon.
And although he is a really hateful, snivelling little git, it's the first time that I've thought, yeah, okay, fair play. Fair play. You're in a mess. You've been abducted by Larys Clubfoot. Your dragon is in a bad way. You're in a bad way. Everything's all going not the way it was supposed to go. However, he seems to be sort of, I wouldn't say finding his backbone, but I think he's thinking about exploring a backbone. Mm-hmm. So that's really quite something to see, isn't it?
Yes. I think they're going to be the weird little travelling duo that I just never knew that I wanted.
I just hope they never lose the comedy factor, because it's too hilarious. I love it.
It's kind of a thing in the Thrones universe to have this little travelling comedy duo.
Yeah.
Right? We've had the Hound and Arya. We've had Brienne and Pod.
Tyrion and Bronn.
Duncan Egg.
Yeah.
So yes, this is the one I never knew I wanted. It's just so good. But yes, I can't wait to see what happens when... Do you know what, actually, when you were talking about Larys there, when he says, we're going to Rook's Rest, and he's like, no, let's go to Duskendale. I'm just thinking when Aegon gets to Rook's Rest and he gets his dragon, what the fuck's Larys going to do next? Is he going like passenger on the dragon?
Hobble
or
at
is he getting
speed.
left behind? Hobble at speed. Oh, he's good. Oh, yes. Can't wait to see how this all plays out.
So good. I'm not fucking speaking to you. So funny.
You seem to be better now, your guys. I'm not.
So mad at him. Rhaenyra's court of cunts. He's just... oh, he's brilliant. He's very funny.
Brilliant scene. Loved it. And yeah, there's just this extra layer of character to everybody this episode that I didn't feel last episode, and maybe a few times last season as well.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. Did you notice that Miguel Sapochnik is back on the roster as an executive producer?
I did not.
I didn't notice last week, but I did this week. I don't know if he was named last week. I'll have to go back and check if he's been on it since the beginning of the season. But yes, Miguel is back in some way, shape or form.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Let's hope that his influence is going to stick around.
I think with Aegon and Larys, one of the things that's really great about Game of Thrones is the character arcs.
Yes, and these guys are having an arc.
They're having an arc, yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, they were such hateful characters.
And not a contrived one like Damon at Harrenhal.
Yeah, no, like this is like they were so hateful and vile and creepy and just everything that's awful, and we're now laughing.
Yes,
So,
exactly. We're now here for it. We want more.
Yeah,
So.
I kind of want him to get to Rook's Rest. I kind of want him to get to his dragon, and I kind of want to see him keep going.
Evolve.
Yeah, which I shouldn't want to.
No, because he's a horrible human being.
He's awful.
Yes.
And yeah, so, oh, wow.
Oh.
My, how the tables are beginning to turn.
I do like when a good arc can make you go from hating to kind of being on board with somebody.
He's never going to have a Jamie Lannister arc.
No, it's not.
But it's
no.
It's a hump.
It's a hump. He's not quite Jamie Lannister or, well...
Let's call it a character curve.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that indeed. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
So next on my list is the fish feed. And I have mixed emotions about this, and this is part of the reason for my 0.5 drop.
I'm with you.
And I don't want to... I know I said at the beginning that I don't want to judge it on missing something out, but they missed out the bloodiest battle in Westerosi history, or at least of the war. Mm-hmm. It's a historical battle that we were all here for. We were all waiting for it, and I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get that battle.
It was delivered to us in the medium of song.
However, I kind of love that. I love that if we didn't get a battle, if the battle just wasn't in the budget and they decided to prioritise other things, I personally think that battle should have been one of their priorities, but accepting it for what it is, to get a fucking awesome song to commemorate the battle,
yes,
is the next best thing we could hope for. Again, I didn't know I wanted this, but I just love it. It is absolutely brilliant. So let's hear the song first.
I tell a tale of a fierce war.
Like a lucky souls.
7,000 came, but we had more.
Press them to the bloody shore.
Now we can't see the water's floor.
Hey, hey, hey.
'Cause the lake's full of the birds. I tell you a tale of a cunning trick.
Aemon comes, they send from quick. With his one good eye, he looks a prick.
You
drag it up your ass.
Brilliant.
Love it. It's so good. And yeah, it does tell the tale of the fish feed. I'm so here for that. But yeah, in the book, the fish feed's essentially like a turning point for the campaign. The Lannisters are caught in a pincer move, and they're boxed in and just pushed back into the lake. The bodies are piling so high, the water turned black with all the blood. They couldn't see the bottom. Like, I think Oscar Tully says the line, we couldn't see the water's floor or something. Yeah. It was just, they were food for fish, basically. But it is one of the bloodiest land battles of the entire war. It's just a little bit sad that we didn't get to see it, but that song, it will be forever immortalised in the medium of song.
And we get to meet Black Alley.
And we got to meet Black Alley as well, right in there with all the lads. Totally seems to be a respected member of the group.
Yep.
That's what I loved about this scene. There was so much camaraderie. There was relationship building without having to see the relationship build. It was, we now see this group, they're bonding, and we can see that bond, and just it's 40 seconds long. 40 seconds gave us so much of these characters, and these people, these are Daemon's people. This is why Daemon never fitted in court, because these are the people that inspire Daemon, that make Daemon feel happy.
He's not a king, he's a general.
Yeah, absolutely, and a fucking good one at that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And you can see how much he's enjoying himself.
Definitely, he's having so much fun. He's smiling, he's joining in the songs, he's being a little bit humble when his name's in the song as well. There was a softer side to Daemon in this scene, which is weird when he's with like an army of like violent killers.
He's with his people, man.
But he's with these people, he's found his zen zone.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But I like the tonal shift of, instead of giving us a battle, they give us this. They gave us something else, right? And it's the bonding of these characters. It's seeing Daemon in his element, and we all love a good sing song.
If you're not going to give the nerds the battle, what do you give them? A good song.
Absolutely. I'm so here for this. The song is just so good. I'm going to have to learn it. I'm going to be singing it. It was totally giving me with Alice with three fingers from Night of the Seven Kingdoms vibes. Oh, Alice with three fingers. Anyway. the wee song that Egg sang about what's that? Red Grass Field, the Battle of the Red Grass Field. That was it, but it was one of those, I can't remember the name of the type of song, but when you take the last word's going to be a swear word, but you change it into the start of the next line. Loved that song. That was funny. So I like that House of the Dragon have leaned into that and gave us a wee song, because we had a few in Game of Thrones. We've had a couple in A Night of the Seven Kingdoms as well, so I like that they've gone down that route. I mean, they've got a lot of plot to get through and a really low episode count, so the fact that they gave us 40 seconds for that, I'm down for that. Anyway, did I have anything else to say? Oh yes, the scene ends with Simon bringing wine and news. And it was the way Daemon dealt with that. He's like, the Crown Prince is dead. And then immediately just went to, I've got to do this, you need to do that, I'll send you some dragons. As soon as we get to, we've sorted out what we're doing, onwards. We're all pals here? Right, brilliant. Drink, right, off. And it was very assertive, but still very calm. Yeah. At the same time, there's just a calmness that throughout the whole episode, actually, even later on, he's fighting his way through the keep or standing in the throne room with Otto. There was just a calm to him. I was just like, oh, Daemon's back. Then that creepy tripping weirdo that we had last season. So yeah, loved that scene. Do you have any other thoughts on what did we call it again? The fish feed?
Nope.
What do you have next on your agenda then?
Well, Otto's back.
I mean, we're going to have to talk about this because we made a damn video about this.
We did.
We did. And were we right?
Yes.
Yes, we were.
Yes, we were right.
Otto Hightower has been found, I believe was the line.
In my note, it says Otto Hightower returns. First of all, in capital letters, we were right.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we were. We were right about...
I knew it was Larys.
I knew it was Larys
and we knew it was the Black Cells.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That part I was super confident on. Who held the keys? I was a little bit like... It's got to be Larys. It's got to be Larys, but it might be Daemon. But it might be Missaria. But it might be the Beesburys.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Beesburys right up until we knew he was in the Black Cells.
Yeah. Logically, it could only have been Larys.
Yeah, absolutely. His motives, though, we were thinking it was a power play.
He's just a spider, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just keeping something there. Now because he's like, well, if they'd, imagine now, this is my thinking now.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an insurance, that's what it is.
Yes.
So if the Blacks do manage to infiltrate King's Landing, there's an insurance there that Sir Larys has gave you Otto Hightower.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll make a blind bit of difference to Daemon.
I don't think it would make a slightest difference to Daemon or Rhaenyra for that matter.
No.
Especially since he's been running all over the countryside with Aegon.
Yeah.
That's not going to help his case.
No, that's not going to fly, dude.
No, definitely not. But... super proud of our video. If you haven't seen it, guys, go and check it out on our channel, The Unreal Hour, on YouTube. And yeah, we nailed it. We did. With a hard slice of satire.
Yes.
A remarkably efficient way of doing nothing till the history books remember he exists. It really was. It really was. Would have liked to seen a wee bit more Rhys Evans before he was gone.
It was really nice to see him, though, and he was mildly hilarious.
He was. He was, for sure. Anyway, what notes have you got?
So it kind of brings it back to my first point with Rhaenyra's grief cycle.
Yeah.
So she's looking for accountability, and she wants Aegon. And in order to have that acceptance in her mind to move on, she has to kill Aegon to make it not worth her boys dying, but to honour them.
Yeah.
He has to go. She has to kill him. And not just for the throne, it's more for them. So to give her acceptance, there needs to be accountability. And Daemon is like, well, brilliant. Aegon's gone. Let's have Otto instead. This gift has landed in our lap. And he's totally like, he lets out a wee giggle. It's brilliant.
Oh, when he finds him in the cells, the laugh is maniacal. He's like, he's like, this is the best day ever.
Yeah.
So again, we did highlight in our video the hatred that Daemon has for Otto, and that was evident this episode.
Oh, absolutely.
But with glee. He had glee.
Yeah, for so many different reasons. It was just a great package of, this is wonderful. This is all just working out exactly how I want it to. This is great.
Best day ever.
Job done. Rhaenyra, however, doesn't seem so sure.
No, she did seem a bit like, oh, what's going on here? This isn't the plan.
Yeah, and he does deliver that line, in this moment you will become queen, and cutting his head off. And this is where Rhys Evans gives that brilliant line, and he's like, oh, let Daemon do it. Spare me having my head hacked off. Daemon's like, oh, well, you're really going to have to do it, but let's give you some Valyrian steel.
Yes,
it'll make the job easier.
I liked that reaction. I actually noted that bit, which was Sammy getting the hack in, and he's like, I have a solve for that.
Yeah.
Here, have Dark Sister. That should solve that problem.
Thing is, though, that's what he's saying is, I think that's going to change you forever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you'll become queen, but you'll be someone else.
Yes, that's the undertone,
it's like a line,
isn't it?
a line that she just can't go back from that.
No, and I don't think she intends to.
I don't think she's so sure in that moment. I think she's still very much in the grip of grief.
Yeah.
She's kind of numb with depression, and then this is all happening really, really fast.
Yeah.
Her father's throne is right there, which
And there's
should
a
be
crowd.
hers. There's a crowd. Otto Hightower's right in front of her. But she's like, oh, I've never killed anyone before. I have to do this in order to...
He's guilty of many crimes.
In order for her to become queen, this is something she has to do. And it's really sad watching her wee face, bless her. But then the most disturbing thing about that, then the first time she brings the sword down, wasn't the fact that she didn't cut his head off. It was the snot.
Oh, the big trail of snot
the
hanging.
snot trail. Oh my God. Oh no. Jesus peeps.
So Emma said in the behind the scenes that her was
it real snot?
No, it wasn't about the snot. She said she wanted her to close her eyes as she did it.
Right.
So she said it was really quite hard to film, but she clearly nailed it in the shot.
Yeah.
And she does. As the sword impacts, her eyes are already closed. But the second time she's looking. It was quick as well. I thought there was going to be more hesitation before the next swing.
I think the first one was the hardest one for her.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh shit, I've not quite killed him yet. Right, that's it. Off with his head.
Oh dear.
I mean, on a more serious note, one of the really cool shots is the blood.
Yes.
And she walks through the blood.
Very cool.
Really, really cool. It was like a great visual metaphor for every decision leaves a mark.
Yeah.
And there's no going back.
Yes.
She's trailing that blood up to the throne.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like it was a really powerful shot.
It was indeed, yeah. The whole scene was very, very powerful.
She does seem to get to her 5th stage of grief, though.
Okay.
Which is, it's when Alicent comes in and sees her father's dead.
That was bad timing.
Yeah. And the look on Rhaenyra's face is just, she's so overwhelmed with what's going on, and she still looks very sad, she still looks very girlish, and then she looks at Alicent, and then you see something in her just change.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's the moment. It's not acceptance, it's the veil of hard.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing else can ever hurt her again. She's crossed the line.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't be emotional ever again. This is it. This is the last time. I'm a queen now. Kind of sad.
It's very sad.
Sad for everyone after this. Holy shitballs.
Oh, definitely. I did clip the scene, actually. Shall we have a listen?
Yes.
I assume everyone else is dead.
Aegon has fled, but our old friend can stand in his place.
Just get it over with, will you?
They're watching.
There's a bit of me that thinks this is more for Daemon than it is for Rhaenyra. It's just the way he's egging her on.
If you wish to rule, show them you do not waver.
I don't know if I can.
I don't think she has to do it personally for...
Let Daemon do it. Spare me at least from being hacked at.
He's always felt this weird need to teach her things she shouldn't really be doing.
Yes, he does. That is Daemon through and through, and I really feel it in this scene too.
If your father could see what it's come to,
oh, low blow.
He would never have imagined it.
Speak no more.
Yep, that's it. How to get your head cut off.
I always think he deliberately pushed her there.
Yeah.
In this moment, you will become queen.
And lose yourself.
And lose yourself in the process.
And he knew that. He knew that. He's taken life. He's fought in battle. He knows what it's like the first time you take a life, and he knows Rhaenyra inside out.
Yeah, he does.
He knows exactly what's going to occur afterwards for her emotionally. And he doesn't care.
No, because she's finally transcending the version of her that he wants her to be.
Yeah.
That he's always wanted her to be.
Viserys would be bloody horrified.
He would actually. That was right.
Yeah.
His final words. That moment though, right after that when she's holding that sword, and he turns around and he looks at her. This look that it was chilling. It was chilling. But it just gave her the resolve she needed. Do you have any other thoughts?
Nope.
On the scene? Okay, so my final best bits scene would be the fight to the throne.
Yeah.
I love that this was... Well, I love the way it was played out. In the book, it was set up ahead of time with the gold cloaks and Luther Largent. But I did quite like the way Alicent was scrambling about in this episode. It was quite good. And setting all this up. The scene where she walks in the barracks.
Oh dear.
Schlongs out everywhere. Yeah. It was very awkward. Immediately like Luther Largent, he's got one of those Damon smirks.
Yeah.
He does. He's totally Damon's boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, really loved that. I love Alicent setting up. I also like the scene with Alicent on the wall with what are we calling those guys? Are these castle guards? Are we going to call them? Are they high tower guards? Are they castle? They're in high tower colours, aren't they?
I think everyone is at this point in King's Landing, aren't they?
Yeah, because that's kind of the colour scheme that Aegon's adopted. So are they castle guards? I think they are, not to be confused with the gold cloaks or the King's Guard.
Yeah, no, they're a different...
Yes. So we have the castle guards on the wall with Alicent and Helena.
This was cute.
It was very cute. Alicent's trying to be all authoritative. The queen is the law here at the moment. You will listen. But Helena was just adorable. I have the clip. Shall we listen to that?
Yeah.
Is Autumn this, Your Grace?
You are to stand down your station, Sir Frederick, at the command of the Queen Helena.
Standing orders, Your Grace. Any dragon but Vhagar we strike.
Your orders are rescinded.
But the Prince Regent...
The Prince Regent has left the city. The Queen is your authority now.
I will not have any beast harmed.
And the wee smile she gives after. Did it do good?
She comes a Prince Daemon and more besides. The king has abdicated. The Prince Regent himself has fled the city. Will you fight and be burned in King's Landing along with you, or will you suffer her to enter and hope for peace?
Her sons were always kind.
Oh,
bless her.
She's so sweet.
She's a cutie.
But I am sensing a shift in Helena from the Helena we've seen last week. And then the Helena we've seen the previous episode at the end of last season. Mm-hmm. So last week she was very calm and kind of a little outspoken for Helena. Whereas this week she was back to meek and...
Odd.
Bless her. Then the previous episode of last season, she was very, very assertive with Aemond. I feel like we're getting a different Helena every week, and I'm just trying to zone in on where Helena's at the moment. But I don't think...
Helena just wants to keep chickens, man.
She just wants to keep chickens. That was so adorable.
Is she up to something sinister, though? Because there was the whole caterpillar thing with the book open, the deadly butterfly situation.
Yeah, she's talking about the butterflies in Nath, which are poisonous to people that aren't from Nath. Kind of annoying that Dan and Dave sent the entire Unsullied to Nath at the end of Game of Thrones to die. Didn't they read the World Book?
They who shall not be named.
But yeah, I'm wondering, there was a whole thing with Helena in season 1 when she was talking about weaving, and like caterpillars weave cocoons. I'm wondering if there's something going on in there. I don't think we'll ever understand the inner workings of
Maybe she
Helena.
doesn't chuck herself off a castle. Maybe she tops herself with a butterfly. It's too early in the season for them.
I have a theory.
Maybe it's too early in the season for her to die because we like Fia.
We love Fia. I have a theory. It kind of only came to me today, and tell me whether or not we should keep this in afterwards. If it's totally crazy, shut me down, right? But so in season 2, when Helena and Alicent are coming out the sept and the riot happens, there is a moment when Helena's coming out, running down the steps or whatever. She has this moment where she looks up. I think we maybe talked about it at the time. I think I maybe highlighted it then. I didn't think about it until today. But she's looking up like something's falling on her. There's that kind of fear in her eyes. That's the way I read her body language, her face for that moment. And then there's this other promo shot of Helena looking up, right? But she's looking all powerful and majestic. The hair's flowing, and it's giving Galadriel vibes, right? Total Galadriel vibes. Have you seen this shot?
No.
I'll need to show you it. Anyway, and I'm thinking, like, people are thinking, is it Dreamfire? Is this Helena having her dragon moment? Because we all want to see that, right? We definitely want to see that. But I remember thinking back then in season 2 that maybe one of Helena's visions was of the dragon pit collapsing, and maybe that was something to do with that moment that she was having that looked like something was falling on her. And I thought it was maybe a vision there. And now I'm seeing this other shot with her, and I'm thinking, what if she doesn't die in a suicide thing? What if she's in the dragon pit when it collapses? And also, what if Helena is torn apart by the mob?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see, won't we?
That is, I don't know why my brain went there. I just thought if we're not doing Bitterbridge, but I don't know. It was just this random thought, just putting it out there so that if it does happen, you heard it here first. And if it doesn't, I was just messing around. Just having a laugh here, nothing serious. It's not a real theory. Just a thought. So go back to the fight to the throne. Now we've had our Alicent and Helena tangent. So Alicent obviously set all of this up. So first of all, want to highlight Daemon's armour.
Yes, that was cool.
Very, very, very cool. Loving it. I love that when they get into what's the room? The room with the open sky. Is this Solarium or something like that we call that? I don't know. Anyway, the room that Cersei eventually has the map painted on. That's the cool room. When they're in there, the first guy that comes through, Daemon hears him coming a mile off. He's like, hang back. And then the guy comes in going, ah! It's just like stealthy much. They teach you those moves in stealth skill, pal. That's brilliant. That was hilarious. But then Daemon cutting his way through these guys was just art. I don't know if you got that far into the behind the scenes, but Claire Kilner said that she was just totally thinking Tarantino in this moment. And it was supposed to be Kill Bill vibes. I mean, there was only like 5 guys in that room, so it's not quite Kill Bill vibes, but there was a certain to the way that
Insult Bill.
Yeah.
It was like Volume 1 and Volume 2 Kill Bill. This was Insult Bill.
Fair enough. So I did count the kills on the way to the throne. There was only 8.
Oh, okay.
It felt like more. But yeah, there was only 8. But I really, to the way Daemon moved and the fluidity of it, yes, I'm going to give you a bit of your Kill Bill inspiration there, Claire, but we need more soldiers if it's going to be Kill Bill.
Yeah.
But they were great kills. And it was a well choreographed scene.
Yeah, I see what she was doing with the Kill Bill situation with the White Cloaks and Daemon and Rhaenyra. That whole almost back-to-back sword situation with a lot of opponents. Yeah. And Daemon's like, well, cool, here we are. And then bless.
Yeah.
Like, Rhaenyra gets laughed at, but she's like, no, dude, like, I'm backing my man.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they hear more footsteps.
Like, there's a moment, where you're saying about when she gets laughed at, actually, that she gets laughed at, and Damon looks around. He sort of looks at her, and I'm like, what is he thinking? Is he thinking, what are you doing? Why are you pulling that sword out? You're making us look bad. I almost thought that for a second. But then he hears the footsteps. The gold cloak's all coming in. So I'm thinking, is that why he turned round? Is it just because he heard the noise? Or was he giving Rhaenyra a funny look? I'm not, the jury's out. After 3 watches, I'm still not sure. After he killed the first 5 guards, he's like, who else dares rise against us in our house? Quite like that line.
Yeah, it was a cool line.
Very cool. One thing I would like to highlight throughout this scene was Rhaenyra's posture. There's like a slump to her walk. There's a rigidity.
She's still very much in the throes of grief at this point.
Oh, definitely, without a doubt. But it was visible.
Yeah.
And I look back at other shots of Rhaenyra in the past. She's always had great posture. But she was kind of slumped. It was very...
We're still in stage 4. We're still in depressed at this point.
Yeah, definitely. Switching slowly to resolve. The anger, she's turning the anger into something else through this process. But yeah, definitely wanted to highlight Rhaenyra's whole posture throughout this episode. Actually, not so much at the beginning. In the beginning, she was still Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
As she first walks into that room in Dragonstone. But by this point, there's something very different. There's a very different energy.
Yeah, it's what it's all about to change. It's the...
Yeah, well highlighted by the actor. And did you notice that it was JC's sword she was wearing?
I didn't notice that. That's a great observation.
Yeah, to honour him.
Which is also in keeping with the stages of grief.
Yeah, definitely. What I did not like about this scene was that Rickard Thorne was reduced to a betrayer. He had betrayed Alicent. He had told Jasper Creepypants what she'd been up to. He's standing there against Alicent's orders, disregarded her orders, etc. Rickard Thorne in the book was the Kingsguard that was put in charge of Baby Maelor. And one of the things that George said in his Beware the Butterflies blog post when he was talking about Maelor was that this was a chance for someone to have a real hero scene. It was one of the things he was sad about, that scene wasn't going to happen because it was one of the true hero moments. Fair enough, Rickard Thorne lost that fight and the child, but he fought so bravely to defend him.
Now he's just a big grass.
And now he's just a big dirty grass. So that made me sad. And that might be another reason for my 9.5. Not because, they changed it from the book. It's because they took a character that was supposed to be a hero and they made him shit.
Yeah.
And that makes me sad for that character and for the arc that never was. And he was very rude to Rhaenyra as well. He was like, do you call her thick?
Yeah.
Or was it Damon he was calling thick? I wasn't clear, was
No,
it?
there was an ambiguity there. It's not just an umbrella term.
Definitely. So, again, bringing this back to our video, we did highlight in our video that Damon and his gold cloaks connection.
Yeah.
So glad to see that in play in this episode. Not that they locked Otto up in the cells for him. I'm a bit disappointed by that. That was the theory that I really wanted to be true, even although I knew it wasn't. I just wanted it to be Damon.
This was my favourite question greeting.
Yeah.
When Damon says, "Well met." Like, hey dude, you got my back? Or like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, hey,
that.
buddy.
I didn't actually notice that. That went right over my head every time I've watched.
Oh, it was one of my favourite ones.
Oh, that's so good. I wish I had seen that. I'm going to have to look out for that now. I got the clip, though.
Cool.
Let's have a wee clip of this.
The City Watch remembers our commander, Daemon Targaryen. And Queen Rhaenyra, the one true heir to the Iron Throne. The guards at the gates have thrown down their swords. Do the same or perish as traitors.
Ah, dude, that's what they're called. The castle guards are the City Watch.
No, the City Watch are the Gold Cloaks.
Are they?
Yeah, that's the other name for the Gold Cloaks. They are the City Watch.
So who are the... What? There's a name for those dudes. What are they? I'm going to have to know now.
Let's get this on the IMDb. Some of them had lines.
Ah, yeah, now that's what they're called. They're the household guard.
Right.
Those guys.
Right.
So
that makes
they
sense.
serve within the castle. They're distinct from the Royal Kingsguard, who wear white, the City Watch, who wear gold. Instead, they wear the armour and livery of Old Town's ruling family, House Hightower.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought they were wearing Hightower garb. Right, okay. Right, so we're clear on that. These are the household guards. Although I did find it quite interesting, actually. Well, actually, no. As soon as the words were out my mouth there, I realised the blunder. The reason the ones outside were like, we're no fighting, is because there was dragons above them.
Yeah.
Right. The ones inside were a wee bit more game. Right.
I wondered, I think this makes things a wee bit clearer in my mind as well, because I wondered what the lack of hesitation was initially. You know, like, there's dragons coming, they're going to set fire to the place, and I thought, oh, is he thinking about family that he's got? But if they're loyal to Old Town and Hightower, then it's literally just Alicent Hightower has pretty much told us what to do. We're just going to do it. And she has, like, the Queen there saying, yeah. So it's, we're going to have to just do this. We've been told, just do it.
I just had a thought. If Aegon has abdicated, and I'm using sarcastic quote marks here, as Aegon has abdicated and Aemond is now king, then is Helena still queen? Not really.
No, and no one else thought of that.
No one thought of that at all, did they?
Shit.
I see a plot hole.
However, he's fled. So does that make him... Because he's uncrowned at this point. So
Helena would have been crowned queen.
Yeah, so I suppose it does fall to her if Aemond has been seen to leg it.
Yes.
Because that's how Alicent's putting it forward, because she said the word fled.
Yes, she did.
So, like, dudes, the boys have gone, we're here, we're telling you what to do, I'm a Hightower, you're wearing green, just do it.
Yeah, for sure.
She's queen. I was Queen Regent, come on. Like,
just hope that nobody notices that small oversight.
Yeah. We're on a wing and a prayer here, guys. A wing and a prayer.
Well, in the book, actually, Aemond never really... He doesn't declare himself king. He starts running about with the sword and sitting on the throne and stuff, but he's calling himself Lord Protector.
Yeah.
That's a slight deviation. I think it's just, more shock impact. He's now king. But, yeah, okay. So... we minor plot hole there. We'll just ignore that and move on.
King of nothing.
Damn my brain. I don't like it when it ruins scenes I like.
I'm the king of nothing.
He's pathetic.
Any more notes on that?
I'm just trying to make sense of this one sentence that I've written. Everything is set up for a reason.
Alicent set up for those gold cloaks to run in.
It was a kind of a butterfly effect thing. Just can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, so this whole thing with the gold cloaks and all the rest of it, like everything. This is the way George writes. That's what I want to highlight is Daemon being the guy that founded the gold cloaks. It wasn't just a wee shiny point on Daemon's resume. It's for a reason. It's for this moment.
Yeah.
And George set that up quite far ahead of time in the story so that it can become relevant here at this moment. And this is why George gets upset about butterflies. And this is why I sometimes do too.
So were they taking the piss when they put that deadly butterfly in that book?
You know, you're not the first person I've heard say that today, actually. I saw someone in the chat on a live stream kind of throw that out there.
I think that's wicked rude, so we're not going with that.
No.
Not the person saying that in the live stream, but if that was the intention there.
If they're having a dig.
Yeah, don't do that, man.
No, I'm not cool with that.
No.
Let's hope that that's not what that was. Helena's been into insects for a long time. Long before the Beware the Butterflies post. I think that's us.
It's kind of poetic, though. Beware the butterflies. And there's deadly butterflies. Okay. Yep. No, moving on.
Well, I think that's our best bit section, so let's jump into... That would be time for the dragon section.
Never gets old.
Never gets old, indeed. So, dragon section. We have got lots of dragon stuff. Like, there's so much. First of all, the gullet, the first shot, that underwater shot with the dragon flying overhead with the dragon fire.
Yeah, that's
so cool. Super cool. The dragon seeds are on cleanup, Vermithor, Silverwing, Sea Smoke, we see them all. And Moondancer, of course, is there as well. So
I'm assuming that Moondancer has swooped down, picked up Jace and gone back to Dragonstone.
Yes. I get the impression that the dragon seeds had arrived, there was a clean-up, then they've got Jace, flew back, and then Bela and Adam have then flown back to look for Corlys.
Yeah.
And the dragon seeds have stayed behind at the castle, much to their detriment.
Yeah. Awkward.
So there was some really cool aerial shots of the carnage from the battle from Sea Smoke.
Yeah.
With Adam and Sea Smoke while they were looking for Corlys. Really loved those as well. So that was really cool. Did you have any other? Next we had the Vale. And we've got Sheep Stealer is super cool. I just love the way Sheep Stealer's just hanging out.
I'm now like, Sheep Stealer's a baby.
I know. And Sheep Stealer must be nigh on, like, close to the age with Vermithor.
I know, but Sheep Stealer's a baby in his mind.
Yes, it's not a trained dragon.
No.
Not at all.
How to train your dragon.
We're just a duo now. We come as a team. Like, wherever Rhaenyra goes, I go.
Yeah.
That's it. We're buddies now. Rhaenyra, however, is so desperate. And Lady Jane is so pissed. Why are you here?
Yeah, piss off. You're in big trouble. Go away.
But yeah, she did point out that she can offer protection, obviously, and I think that this might be the start of Rhaenyra going on Nettles's journey as the fire witch in the mountains with the dragon that starts the Burned Men. Did I talk about the Burned Men last week? I'm not even sure anymore. Anyway, it's from the main story. It's one of the clans from the mountains that comes down with Tyrion from the Vale, and they have a ritual where the young boys have an initiation kind of thing where they have to go and face the witch and her dragon. That clan carries on for generations afterwards, but I think that they might be. I thought, how are they going to do that story? Because that's the last anybody sees of Sheep Stealer or Nettles.
Good setup there then, because Jane's like, well, okay, I don't want to see you, but
the Vale's
whatever.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good setup, and it's a way of giving that plot line
room to breathe,
rather than changing Rhaenyra's outcome. So it's a good way of honouring the legend, that the legend could still exist even although they've taken Nettles out the show. They're going to give that legend, because it's pivotal to, well, it's not pivotal to the main story, but it's lore from the main story that has been explored within the show and the books, and they've honoured it in their own weird way. If we're going to cut Nettles, but we're still going to honour this, and I like that. Yeah. And that shot from the trailer where we see
in the cave,
with the fire in the cave, and now when I really analysed the rock formations around that cave entrance in the trailer, and looking at the rock formations right next to Rhaenyra and Lady Jane, it's
very similar.
very similar. So, I think that might be what's going on there. And shouting out to Greywaste Tim on David Lightbringer's stream earlier, but he made a point that I can't ignore. He says maybe Rhaenyra goes undercover as Nettie.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah, fair.
Yeah, because she's in hiding now, isn't she? Mm-hmm. She is the rogue princess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who hatches morning?
Who hatches morning, indeed. That is another plot hole that I can't wait to see how they resolve.
Yeah.
But anyway, pure speculation at this stage, but you know, I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Like, I've accepted Nels has gone now. I want to see what you're going to do with Rhaenyra. Mm-hmm. And if you're going to kind of incorporate those two stories in an interesting way, I'm here for that too.
Yeah.
Next, we had The Lakeshore.
Oh, is this Caraxes having a big drinky?
Yes.
Oh, I love this.
So close up.
I love seeing dragons do dragon stuff. You know, like when you're seeing dogs do dog stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's a dragon doing dragon stuff. He's having a wee drink. Brilliant.
Absolutely. They're all just hanging around looking scary, but it's nice to see them, like, you know.
Yeah. Like
replenishing.
Their dragon thing. Oh, that's not fire.
And it was so close up.
How does that work? How does a fiery dragon drink water? Like, I don't understand the physics of it. Where is that going?
How do you not extinguish your flame?
Yeah, like what's that? Why is it not rock that's inside you now? I don't know. There's a physics issue there. Unless there's separate chambers, like our esophagus and our airways, maybe there's a separate fire chamber so the esophagus is where the water would go, and the fire would be the breathing airway. Yes.
I'm going with that. That's
now my headcanon.
That is my headcanon.
Yeah.
That is something I can get on board with. Yeah, it's better than the what that was going on in my head. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that.
That would extinguish the bellows. Maybe they don't have a diaphragm. Maybe they have a firefram. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Like stoking the firefram. Okay, we are sponsored by Pinot Noir.
Yes, we are.
We've entered that realm.
Oh, that's good. I like that. So, slight tangent. Well, not tangent, because it's in the scene. Right, the conversation that happens here between Daemon and Alice Rivers, though, is, like, right ominous. First of all, she's like, your arrival here has triggered some bad omens. Bad shit's going to happen now. And some good shit. I want Harrenhal.
This gave me Ulf vibes, right? When she's like, I thought, you just calm down, Alice. When she's like, oh, I asked for food and I'm offered rubies. No, you asked for a castle and you were offered a horse.
Yes.
So you calm down, you were never offered rubies.
No, indeed.
You silly Billy.
So there's something I'm thinking about there. If Alice Rivers is actually 400 years old, as Gail Rankin said that she was in an interview, then Alice Rivers was there before there was a castle there. In the massive weirwood grove that was there that Harren the Black chopped down to build his castle. So witchy vibes and old vibes, and what's her agenda? And she just wants her weirwoods back, and can't wait to see where this is going. This is one of these great fire and blood mysteries that is unanswered. We don't know what's going on there. There's a 20-year gap in history after Fire and Blood that we expect to be answered in Blood and Fire Part 2, if it should ever come. But what Alice is up to and what Alice's intentions are and what Alice can do, all of this is just...
Not a midwife.
Not a midwife, indeed.
She was fuming, wasn't she?
Yes, she was, yeah, fuming is the word. She was absolutely gritting her teeth. Like, oh dear. But I mean, Daemon just said, well, we'll see if we can get you something.
Might not be rubies, love, but maybe a
hopefully
horse.
It's better than a horse. More on Alice later when we discuss Harrenhal, but before that, I'd like to bring up at Dragonstone, Syrax and Caraxes have a cuddle.
They're very cute, aren't they?
They're very cute. Love that. It's like Love Island for dragons.
That little siren noise that Caraxes makes is very, very cute.
Yes. I said somewhere in these notes I have mentioned the Caraxes shriek. It's
cute.
And Cyrax as well. Cyrax made a cool whistle sound.
Yeah.
Well, it came up as Cyrax whistles on the captions, but it was more melodic than
a whistle. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some pretty good whistlers though that are very melodic, but most aren't.
Yeah, not me.
I can hold a wee tune and some mid-range stuff.
I whistle like there's a hole in my cheek.
So, to Harrenhal.
Please. Good God, this... Oh my.
I'm sorry, all I heard was, to the Batmobile.
I heard, gee willikers. He's just useless. He's an absolute arse. It was his only line in the whole episode.
I know. Oh, it was so cheesy. But did you notice that the anonymous guy that nobody knows who he is from the trailer was with him?
Oh, I did not know.
He was right there with him, so we know whose team he's on now.
Yeah.
No idea who the guy was, but he got a right close up in the trailer. But yeah, he was standing right front and centre with Cole.
Cool.
So anyway, we went to Harrenhal. There's a very cool shot actually of Nana Vagar flying out over the city as she's leaving with Aemond and Alicent's looking out, and you see how big the dragon pit is, man. It is so massive. Yeah, I like them highlighting that. And like Nana's massive, but this thing was massive next to Nana on the skyline. It was kind of scary. But that moment you've all been waiting for, guys. Oh my God. Nana at Harrenhal was just so epic.
A boy and his dragon. Wow.
Yeah. Nana's like, Balerion, you missed a bit. Nana's getting out all her repressed rage that she didn't get to go to Harrenhal the first time. She's like, I've been wanting to knock this place down for a bit. He did a shite job of it.
It wasn't even fire. It was like claws and bashing towers
all
down.
All renovations are done.
She's deadly.
Yes.
And so is Aemond.
Yes. Oh my God, he is absolutely brilliant.
His armour was so cool.
Yes. The whole detail. Again, 26 weeks or something it went into making it. The detail, the scales. I just love the scales. They're so thingy. And his bendy bits. They made this armour so...
joints.
The joints, absolutely. I mean the bendy bits in the armour, like around his joints.
The joints in the armour.
Yeah, okay, the joints in the armour.
They're still joints.
Oh, yes. Anyway.
Moving on.
So, the flexibility of this armour was brilliant. Did you see this part in the behind the scenes? You did?
I didn't watch the behind the scenes.
I thought you...
No.
You saw the armour bit. Oh, you only got a few minutes in, that was it?
10 seconds and my husband phoned.
That was it. Yes, so... What went into making this armour, the detail, absolutely go check out that. But the whole thing, just everything about Ewan was just utterly brilliant. I actually clipped a wee bit from behind the scenes of the
crew
talking about Ewan, because it's actually really nice to hear.
Ewan loves stunts and fighting, clearly.
Ewan is sort of unquestionably our best cast fighter, I think, on the show, and I think everybody else would kind of own up to that too. Yeah, he just throws himself at all of this stuff.
Ewan is almost amazing at everything he does.
He's really cool. He's always been cool, though.
No, he is amazing at everything he does.
Yay!
Ewan's awesome. He works really hard. He's naturally gifted with the sword.
I don't think I've worked with many people like you, and he throws himself into anything that you ask him to do.
Doing the choreography over and over again until it's second nature.
I absolutely love it. I love it.
Ah, he's a wee Viggo Mortensen. Love it.
Yes, loving the Ewan love on the behind the scenes. Had to highlight it. He was just so good in bringing this scene to life. It was brilliant. Props to the CGI team and all the rest of it for what Nana was doing in the background, but what he was doing in the foreground.
It was very cool to watch.
Very, very cool. The whole thing, though, was like a juxtaposition of Daemon coming in there last season. Daemon, kills a few guards, walks into the room, and he's like, I'm taking the castle. Simon Strong's like, all right then. Aemon's like, I want to fight you. And he's like, I don't even have a sword, mate. You can have the castle. And then he kills him.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Simon Strong, I'm so sad. I'm not over it.
No.
He tried to shush him, though. He's lucky he got away with that with Daemon.
He was almost in for the hug.
He was, wasn't he? I think you'll find your mistake was when you touched him.
Yeah, that was your downfall there.
Your tone was soothing.
It was.
Your hands were a bit triggering. Oh, dear. But yeah, of course, very violent, very bloody. Not as bloody as what we hear in the book.
Mm-hmm. Thank God.
Thankfully, we did not need to see piled high corpses. But for sure, very just great Terminator-like scene. It's so cool. This moment, though, when Aemon's crawling towards Alice.
Help me.
I know. But what's she thinking? What's she thinking? Is she thinking after she's been rejected from Daemon that she's like, I have another Targaryen here. Let's see what I can get out of this one.
I'll midwife you. Wait, you see when I midwife myself.
Yeah.
Ram your rubies.
Ram your rubies.
And your horse. What was that thing you said? Fuck off.
Fuck you and your horse.
Aye, that's exactly the one.
Oh, that is one of my favourites. If I'm saying that, I'm really angry.
So was Alice Rivers.
Yes, she was. Oh dear. Ram your. Oh. But yeah, I'd like to know what was going on in her head when she was watching Aemon bleeding out on the floor there.
Well, I wonder if she's a bit of a soothsayer and maybe was expecting it. Because she's turned up right at the right time, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah, she definitely seems to have some foresight.
Yeah.
I think that much is evident.
Yeah. Feed him some werewood paste and Bob's your uncle.
Aye.
Or Aemon's your uncle.
Hanging out with the green men.
Yeah.
Getting the down low.
Aemon's your Uncle Grandpa, I don't know.
But yeah, that's all my notes on that scene. Have you got any other thoughts?
No, that's me.
Cool. So last but not least, we had the arrival at King's Landing. Great wide shots of the dragons. We got to see them all in all their glory.
I really, really love that when Rhaenyra comes in on Syrax, it's just the same as when she comes in when she's a kid and her mum's given birth. It's the same shot, same place. Syrax lands in the same bit and she comes down the same stairs and it's like, oh, you smell like dragon. Yeah. Like, remember that scene? It's the same thing, apart from we're worlds apart now from where she was when she was that wee girl. The Realm's Delight.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't cross my mind, but now you point it out, I absolutely see it. Yeah.
Syrax is so comfortable. Like, we're home.
Yeah, this is. I'm so used to being here.
Syrax is absolutely stunning.
Yes.
I think my favourite dragon. It looked like when Rhaenyra was flying in on Syrax, that Syrax's scales right down the middle, from the top of its head to its tail, looked like a big Targaryen braid.
Oh, nice.
It was absolutely stunning.
I'll need to look out for that.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about how stunning Cyrax was. Daryl actually mentioned it as well. He was like, that's a good looking dragon.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she really
I've
is.
decided she's a she. Like, I've no idea.
Yeah, she is, because she's laid eggs.
Right, okay, she's a she.
Yeah, she's definitely laid eggs. So, what was it? Oh, yeah, Caraxes shrieking, cool as always, Cyrax whistle, blah, blah, blah. We saw Hugh's wife. There we go.
Yes, we did.
We did. We saw Hugh's wife, and I think Hugh was the dragon flying overhead at the time.
Can I just say that Hugh's wife has a cool cloak?
Yeah.
It's almost on par with those terrible disguises that Alicent and Helena had.
Oh, I know, like, seriously, ladies, right? Like, why? If you're going to go and like Rhaenyra did it right in season 1 when she went out. Like, Daemon got her some like total grubby clothes, and she went out in proper disguise. Like, what is it with these like highborn ladies? And this is not just in House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, anything like that. That they all go out in these proper expensive cloaks pretending to be commoners.
Like, you do
When
have
they're on their
commoners come into the castle. You have servants. You could pick something that's a bit less showy.
Conspicuous.
Yes.
yes.
But yeah, she had a cool cloak, so I wonder if Hugh has maybe reaped any benefits yet, or if he's, I don't know, that was just was it an oversight from the wardrobe department there was a sort of POV character thing going on there, like people that we've seen, small folk that we've seen in the past as that flyover was happening.
Yeah.
Can't remember who the sex worker, what her name was. Sylvie, yeah.
Sylvie was
so we
there
saw
as well,
Sylvie, like, oh.
Yeah, it's nice to have some POVs from the small folk.
Yeah, to just tie it in.
Yeah,
like
definitely. For a minute there we had Ulf, but yeah, it was good to see Sylvie again. I'm glad to see the actress back. She's kind of the voice of the people, isn't she?
Yes.
So love to see her. And of course, when Rhaenyra lands, she says, "Don't be afraid. I've come to make things right."
Cheesy peeps, have you love?
Oh, one thing I didn't actually mention was from the behind the scenes, they deliberately they shot it, the dragon flight scene. So as they're leaving Dragonstone, it's stormy and grey, and then as they arrive in King's Landing, the sun's coming out and it's all bright and beautiful. And yes,
good times are ahead.
Yeah.
It's party.
Here we go. So I think that was all the dragon stuff covered. Now it's time for R.I.P. So in this episode, we say goodbye to Sir Simon Strong. This one was particularly hard. I've been dreading it since he was first introduced, and I fell in love with this character and this actor, and I'm sad to see him go. His sons were also brutally murdered and deserve a mention.
He really was the only man in Westeros whose greatest ambition was to have a quiet life and a warm meal and absolutely no involvement whatsoever in the Targaryen family drama. Unfortunately for Simon, he lived in Harrenhal, which essentially is the universe's way of saying, no, absolutely not.
The curse is strong in this one.
Let's raise a cup for the patron saint of exhausted landlords everywhere.
And not to mention the household and the garrison soldiers outside.
Gone, but undoubtedly enjoying a far quieter afterlife.
Next, we said goodbye to Otto Hightower.
Oh, a man who treated politics like a game of chess, always thinking 10 moves ahead, only to discover that dragons don't care about strategy, and neither do the people riding them. He wanted legacy. He wanted his bloodline on the throne. He wanted stability, order, a kingdom ruled by reason rather than impulse. Instead, he got fucking Aegon.
Oh, dear.
Rest in peace to Westeros' most exhausted middle manager.
Sir Otto Hightower.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. We also say goodbye to many, many Lannister soldiers and 8 castle guards household guards, by my count. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And finally, we said goodbye to Jasper Wilde, but I'm not eulogising that cunt, so
No.
And we're done.
Tell my wife, he was a big rapey bastard.
Oh, for sure. Right, so moving on. A few other notes from the episode, including Mr. Smirky Pants, big rapey bastard. Did you know that in the books, this guy has got 29 children?
I am not surprised.
And 4 wives, who all, or more than one of, died of exhaustion from bumping out children for him.
Yeah, not surprised.
No, not at all.
What a cretin.
Oh, absolutely. Some of the things he said, I remember you as a girl sneaking your way into the halls of power. I don't really think that's how it went down. She became a manipulative person, but that's not what was going on back then.
No,
definitely. Plead with me. Yuck.
Oh my God. Oh, yuck.
Oh, he's vile.
I wish that Damon had cut his cock off.
I mean, he was hateable anyway. Like, I don't think I'm
the master of laws. Oh, fuck off. Hate that guy.
If you could have seen the face and the body language that went with that, guys. Oh, that was funny. It was very Jim Carrey, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, so yeah, he was disgusting, but I don't think it was really necessary, the scene. I don't think it was. I think we hated him enough. He was dislikable enough, and I think they could have spent a minute to tell that story about his wives to make him dislikable without actually, yeah.
I did like that it gave Maester Orwell a chance to be like, okay, dude, I know there's something going on, like you're cooking something up here, but I've still got your back, girl, because that is despicable what he just tried to do.
Actually, yeah, I never thought about that, because Orwell's kind of a meek background character. It was good to see him stand up and say, no, I'm not on board with this.
Yeah, no, I saw that with my own eyes. I don't care what she's cooking up. This is not going to fly.
Yeah, so it was good to see him have some agency in the story, to be fair. Yeah, so great. Actually, never thought of that. But other than that, I don't think it added anything to Alison's story. I think she could have quite easily had it running for the hills, and all the rest of it was enough of a plot line for her.
Yeah.
I don't think it made us hate him, well, maybe a little more.
But massively.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say more. I already really disliked him. Although there was that moment where he almost won me over last season when Aemon called Larys a toad and he was sniggering in the background. I did like that scene. But other than that, he's always been a bit of a twat, hasn't he?
Off with his head.
Off with his head, indeed. And in the cells, he's like, this is her, that conniving little bitch. And Damon's like, keep talking and I'll remove your cock just for the fun of it.
Wish he had.
Yeah.
Wish he had.
Oh, he made short work of him, though, after all. Yeah, that was a swift
mid-sentence.
Tell my wife.
Tell my lady wife what?
Which one? Oh, yeah, the rest are dead, aren't they? The most recent one. So, yeah, that was one side note that I had. Did you have any other side notes?
Nope, I'm going to refrain from any further comment on that man. He's awful.
Any side notes on any other thoughts?
Actually, yes. So, let's move to the Helena with the caterpillar thing.
Oh, yeah.
So she has a wee book with her.
She did.
She does, right? So, and it's got a wee picture of the butterflies of Nath.
Mm-hmm.
And what it says underneath it is, no other shade. The lines are distinct as if drawn with quill. They are said to cause death to people around them while living, but so far I remain alive. So, that's a really old tatty book.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be Helena's journal. So Helena hasn't written that. This is probably a book that Viserys has had.
Yeah.
That's passed down, that obviously Aegon's missed that one.
Yes. Yeah.
So, yeah, really interesting. I would love to know why there was a shot of that. That would be interesting to know.
They've given us new lore.
Not the George thing, but just I'm not entertaining that as a dig to George.
No. It never even really crossed my mind till I heard someone else say it.
Yeah, it is cool though that we had a wee bit of lore in there.
Yeah, definitely. No, I was just thinking that it was. It's nice to let them add a little bit of lore through pages in an old book. They've done it before. We did it last season with Daenerys the Dreamer riding Balerion thing.
Yeah.
And it might just be that. Let's give us a little bit of history. Maybe it's we're not Dan and Dave. We know that the butterflies in Nath kill people. We don't want to send anybody there.
Yeah, it was cool to see.
Yeah, I liked it.
I like that.
I wonder if there's any further significance because it was quite a close-up.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you screenshotted it so we could find out what it said.
Yeah, and by the way, it was really hard to screenshot.
I bet. Well done.
Like pausing it on the TV was not working. It was dead blurry because it's a really quick shot that you get. Yeah. So that was a total record it on my phone, then take a screenshot of the recording. So yeah, not easy to get, guys.
Well done.
That was a recon mission just for you guys.
We are impressed. Any other side notes?
I don't think so. I think we've pretty much covered everything that was cool.
Ooh, Mysaria and Daemon, their little standoff. That was...
I kind of liked when she just sat down beside him.
Yeah.
Like, look, dude, we're both here.
Let's just stop fighting now.
We both love her. Oh, bless her. When she's like, you remember who was faithful. Like, send for me.
And then he smirks.
Yeah.
He gives her I'm going with her. You're staying here.
I hope inside she was like, yeah, dude, good luck with that. She can send for me when all the trouble's over.
But then that's when they walk into the dragon cave bit. And then he's winding Rhaenyra up about Mysaria as well. And he's got that big smirk on his face as well. And it's like, you two banged. I know Mysaria, like.
Yeah.
Used to haven't you? It's funny. All in a look. You can just tell that's what he's saying.
Thruple.
Kinky. And finally, still no word on the missing children. But we got a wee reminder through Rhaena and Lady Jane's conversation where Rhaena was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But then I just remembered, and it's something I haven't thought about all through the break, or even in last week's episode when I was going, where are the missing children? Joffrey's with them.
Yeah.
Now...
He's not supposed to be.
He's not supposed to be. So maybe because those other kids are too young and Ryan's made that statement about not being able to use the young kids in the way that he wanted to, maybe they could do this with Joffrey, and maybe Joffrey's been used in a narrative avoidance way so we forget about him for when it happens.
Yeah, maybe.
That would be cool. Like Joff to get his wee moment on a dragon.
Yeah.
Because we have kind of forgot about him, haven't we? And everybody seems to have actually.
Even Rhaenyra.
Oh dear, yes.
True story though, because she's like those boys that were like hiding in my skirts and all the rest of it. And blah, blah, blah. Like,
still got 3 left.
Like, yeah, like
that are still skirt hiding age.
Yeah, more than half are still alive, dude.
More than half.
That's a statistical win.
Oh, that's dark, Emma. That's dark. I'm going to play that to your kids.
They're mostly grown up, it's fine. Don't play it to the little one.
No, not the little one.
That's dark.
Definitely not the little one. So yeah.
To be fair, the oldest one would laugh. The test child.
She would.
She's very
hardened.
She's very successful, guys. It's cool. It's okay. She's not damaged in any way. Or a dragon rider.
That would be cool, though.
That would be really cool. However, I think that would give her massive anxiety.
So my last note, very last note, 2 words, intro additions. Did you see them?
Nope.
It goes to where it went at the end last week. And then we get the rolling tapestry, like the waves of the sea, it all goes blue. And then we see a ship, and then we saw Corlys.
We see
with
Corlys,
Lohar.
and then we see Jace.
And then Jace.
That's right,
So it's Corlys and Lohar, and then Jace. And so new additions to the end of the tapestry.
I love that. I'm like, no, I didn't notice. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. It just sinks in, and I have no awareness of it.
You're absorbing.
Menopausal brain, I don't know what to tell you guys.
So I think that's all covered. I think we did the fun facts throughout the episode. I had a look on IMDb. There was nothing for this episode. On IMDb, and but I've got loads from the behind the scenes and stuff. I don't know if there's any news in the fandom, just mixed opinions. Some people are diehard, stick to the book and do a faithful adaptation, and they don't like it when they deviate. Some people are like, I'm just watching it for what it is. And some people are loving it, so here we are. Mixed opinions, guys. There's a lot of people watching it. There's going to be
huge fandom. That's what we love.
Yes, huge fandom. And some people just like to moan.
Yes, they do.
Note for YouTube watchers or listeners, people that listen on YouTube, what I will be doing going forward is maybe making some extracts of the best bits and making them into shorter videos. And if you are subscribed and you see them, share them among your friends and see if you can pull them into the full podcast. And don't forget to send us in your thoughts. We want to know what you think about everything we've talked about tonight and everything that's potentially coming up. So,
give us some back and forwards. You guys listen to us every week.
Yeah.
We want to listen to you.
We do.
And chat with you.
We want to hear you. Whether that be in written form or spoken, Emma's going to tell you how.
If you want to get in touch, head over to theunrealhour.com. You'll find all our episodes and social media links there. Give us a like, follow, or subscribe.
You can also leave us a voice message. We might even feature it on the show, or just email us at talk@theunrealhour.com.
And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. We've got new videos coming soon.
And new videos out recently. Check them out.
And if you love what we're doing, you can support the show at patreon.com/The Unreal Hour for ad-free episodes, early access, and exclusive content.
Or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/The Unreal Hour. Every little bit helps to keep the show running.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time,
keep it unreal.